we're here anyway. Definitely not an hour late. Someone might have slipped in. But anyway, this is a base. It does some stuff and things and junk. What did we do last? Yeah, we rebuilt this last time. Expanded that. I left this thing running. Oh yeah, we're going to work on this today. Get the LBS going. Question about the ME? Sure. I need to change the title on that video too, because it makes no sense as it is. More importantly, got coffee. Well, the first issue is this thing is stalled out. And I was thinking we'll change it over to cold liquefaction. So we can't give you oil and water. You need steam and heavy oil. Let's also not plug that into plug the heavy oil in. I'm just thinking how to do it. My bots are off. Yeah, the current situation with the base or the starter base, or this, it's not really a starter base anymore, is it's not getting enough lubricant, so I need to get more heavy oil going. You go over there. I'm trying to burn off gas in a minute. I noticed that while it was all going on. You? Right about there. Go there. How? Oh, right. I was like, how are you so far off? It's because I'm plugging the wrong hole into the wrong hole. Using in a modded game where too much request in the machine, it leaks from the green wire and gets over the 100 limit. Is there any way to limit that? I'm just trying to think. Well, the 100 limit is kind of arbitrary. It doesn't actually have to be 100. There we go. Oh, you need coal as well. Modded can be a bit of a problem if it has big requests. So is there a particular thing that gets to 200? Oh, that's interesting. Because every item is forced down to 100 as it goes out on the... Oh, the green wire is everything coming back. Try and make red belts, yeah. Let's just thinking, like, the green wire is what's fed back, so it gets pushed back down to 100 when it comes round. What do you mean red wire? Ah, blue belts, yeah. There we go. Wait, at 300 then. Try to make red belts here. End up with a 200. Interesting. Is there two controllers? That's just the first thought. It's the only way I could think of. Like if there was two of these, that would do it. I know it's an obvious thing. You probably don't have it, but it's, yeah, like everything goes through those. It's a bit that's not making sense. Because everything that goes out comes through these combinators here. Unless something, it's possible something's changed. You can see how old it is. It's using it doesn't use the greater than or equal to. It's using just greater than. Yeah, and everything that comes back, less than, greater than. I put 1, multiply 100. I wonder if something's doubling up. Experiencing it as well. I wonder if something's changed in the game. Because that does happen from time to time. It's very strange. Because, yeah, everything goes... All possible outputs go through here. To then go out. Yeah, and then the green wire feeds back through here. So anything particularly big gets pushed back down. Oh yeah, and then it cleans out the Z, that's right. It's been a while since I looked at this thing. That stops the Z signal getting stupid. Yeah, I'm not sure. Hmm. Why did I set the green wire there? Then it doesn't subtract, does it? I think. I think it, hey, cut on if. Oh no, it, caps it before it comes in, that's why. Yeah. I'm gonna request 400. Oh, the actual request itself isn't capped to 100. So, let me just grab that. There. Might make that 2K. Never enough. It's like this will, what's being sent down the wire is always capped at 100. So it's 100 of that item, but then the individual request is multiplied by that. So these at maximum requests would call for 500 of each. Talking about the request on the wire, they actually wants to make some. Yeah, that's really strange. It shouldn't do that. I just don't understand why. I almost need to look at the map and see what's going on. Might be the way to do it. There we go, that's backed up heavy ore now. It's backed up both. Turning... Ah. How are you on? Oh. That might have been the problem with the heavy oil all this time. I had that round the wrong way. That's a bit of an oopsie. Looks fun with circus. Nice. The sheep.
Call request show inputs and outputs separately when hovering over a machine. Also hi.
Hello, the sheep. How you doing? Thank you very much for that. 32 months up. Tier 2 as well. Show some love and hype in chat there for the sheep. Exclamation mark love, exclamation mark hype. Show input and output separately while hovering over a machine. Sure, I'll get right onto that. The ME mod. Yeah, I think I might need to see the map on that one to really get an idea as to what's going on. Now, I was about to do stuff and things, and junk and stuff. Down here. A green belt? Don't think so. I need green... You. I realised this when I was looking at it. As you do. So this bad boy is what we want to get done this time, which is all backwards because it's a copy-paste of the science. Now, we have 9 belts to get in, and these things are only 6, well, technically 7 wide. So there's going to be a lot of belt weaving going on to get all this crap in. Hey, Dickabee! And good night. Tucker needs his sleep. Someone might have slept in, but Tucker might have... So it might be... starting might be a bit late for Tucker. But hi, bye. Twice, like, you miss wired something which can easily accidentally do... Oh, it sucks to run down. Yeah, possible that's happened as well. Or, it's usually... What I find happens the most is some weird blueprint wire error. Like, it doesn't store the... It doesn't paste the wire connections properly. Ooh, VOD squad for this one. Oh yeah, all of the previous VODs should be up now. I don't think it... No, I haven't done Transport Fever 2 yet, but everything else is up to date. Evil Genius 2 is finally there. I've been inundated with YouTube messages the last few days. 5G service. Phone's no better, but I'm a sore. Take a quick system restart while sleeping. And hopefully, no clots along the way. The hell is the world coming to? What is the world coming to? It's hard to do to miswire anything because the way I set it up, the controller is that you don't need to manually place any wires. It's an AK. Hello. Specifically for that reason. Originally, I did have the red and green wires. Like you'd have to connect those from the substation in the controller, but I got rid of that. Because the chances of making a mistake are too high. Even I used to make mistakes on it. Big thing is trying to remember how I used it. Like you make it and it's like, oh yeah, it all makes sense. And then you come back to it, it's like, what the hell was I doing here? Try and leave as many breadcrumbs as possible to remind myself. Right, let's do this whole thing all over again. Manually. Merge those chests, as you do. Now how the hell am I going to get these in? Or better yet, what the hell are these things? Let's see, copper... Presumably steel. I was going to assume you're going to have a stroke before you go back to your code you're working on. Very much so. I need to check the creative one to remind myself what the inputs were. So what I'll do is copy that. Stick that in there. Oop. Alright, you... Right about here. It's a blueprint, damn it, not a copy-paste. Yeah, I didn't think that through very well. Does it make regex circuit? I'm good. Oh, yeah. No. We don't need no regex circuits. um, Tell you what, how about I actually... Oh yeah, click drag and do it too, you're right. Where the hell did I go there? Yeah. Possible to click drag? Maybe? As I say, you need to see what's going on with the map to work it out, I think. I think that'd be the best way. Is there an advantage to using inserters rather than loaders to unload the trains? Mainly just for the... or at least for this case, it's speed. And then also... Well, the inserters can move faster than uh, the thingies. The inserters can move faster than the loaders in parallel into a chest like that. But then once it goes onto a belt, the loaders are better. Can go straight from the train to the belt, just which I could do as well. In fact, if it was smelting, I would actually eliminate the chest because the smelters themselves are buffers. But yeah, it's mainly just speed. Filling up the chest very quickly with the regular inserters and then the loader to output, and it doubles as a kind of a balancer, kind of lane balancer. I'm actually cheating like that. You were plastic, weren't you? Yes. I was looking at that. I looked at that one because I saw the flashing. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Or steel. These are copper. Alright, let's try that again. Just try not to be... Nope, wrong one. Wrong button. Just trying to be lazy about it. Regex isn't that bad. It also isn't that good either. Actually, regex is very useful. It could be more comprehensible than it is. Actually, my problem with regex isn't so much... like, I get it. It's just all the different escape combinations and... Like, there's 1,000 different ways of doing it. Like in hate feature creep on Factorio sex stuff, up to like 60 combinators on your loading station, logistics and rail. Loads of swap out now. Yeah, just think of the days when you only had greater than, less than, and you didn't have the bitwise operators. Problem with regex, oh boy, been a couple of years, I've got to learn this again. Pretty much, yeah. I got to go, that's how I've experienced regex. That's my experience with regex. Is it's having to relearn everything all over again. So... In theory, I can make the 7 fit like that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 7. Apparently I can't count. Yeah, I can't count. Didn't include those two. Yeah, I actually can't count. Just may have to move out the way, but we can around it. Thankfully, copy paste is a thing. Make the merge chairs tile bigger on each side. I can like make it span multiple runs, but I'm trying to avoid that. So the idea of this base is a no. It's meant to be a no balancer map. So I'm trying to avoid any kind of balancing. It's a no splitter map really. I say no balancer. It's really a no splitter map. Okay. Hang on. To there. To there. No, go the other way. Because I'm going to drop out the bottom. 2. There. There. Ink. 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 Top and bottom. So there. Put it there. And you go there. Oh, you mean the other side? I'd have to merge them back somehow. Either with a splitter, which for the rules of the map I can't do, or side load, which doesn't gain any. I mean, unloads faster, but it doesn't. It's more of a UPS optimization. It doesn't gain me much in terms of throughput. Not using bitwise operators for these stations. They finally did. I don't know, use for the reduced to single signal at a mirror stack filter. Several filter. Ah, okay. Copy paste and undo stack. Yeah, not just undo, but an undo stack. I don't think I've ever really used the bitwise operators. Oh, yeah, actually. Hardly ever use them, because I did actually use one here. It's debatable whether or not it's actually useful, though. All it does is turn everything into -1. But I kinda don't like it. It's jank. Feels like a janky way of doing it. You can tell it's before coffee. I'm still struggling to think. Anything program related? The way I think of I don't think of combinators as really needing bitwise operators. About there. Right, this is a green one. I actually got that in the wrong spot. There. Found, because back in the day, back in version 11, 12, 13, everyone was jumping up and down and hyping up, doing things like. But it's still very much a thing. You look up combinator tutorials, and the first thing they'll talk about is doing like AND ORs, exclusive ORs, and NOT gates, all with combinators, and they're completely useless. You'd never use them. There's a memory cell, like there's a classic post on the forum of a RS flip-flop, and it's something like 6 combinators, even though a memory cell. Do I even have an example in this map? I don't think so. A normal memory cell, which can store everything you put into it, you can do in one combinator. One combinator? Yeah, technically one combinator. Technically one, realistically two. It's like, why are you even talking about this stuff? It's not useful. It's redstone stuff, that really. go. I had a change of heart. I was like, I don't really want this to be... Oh, nabbit. I'm blind today. Actually, while I'm thinking of it, I've been suffering with this thing. An RS thing should be something like 3 combinators. Yeah, like you shouldn't even use RS. RS flip-flops are academic. They don't. That's the other thing too, is that they don't really exist in the real world. Yeah, that's been my toy lately. The last day, yesterday and last night. That's what kept me up all night. This thing, because apparently by default USB there is disabled, and you got to manually enable it, and they don't tell you this very clearly. Seems kind of dumb. Why? Why would you disable USB? Why? I don't get it. That's the compute module I/O board. I don't know why I did that. Arrow should be something like 3. Yeah. Just the plain reading setting alarms when important stuff goes low. Yeah, that's like the most sensible thing. It was always the problem with combinator tutorials is they would always talk about things you would never use. There is a use case. It makes some stuffing several different signals into the same signal easier, and I've used bitwise operators in a few cases, but yeah, they're mostly useless. Love Raspberry Pis? I mean, as far as I say that, but as far as like for Factorio, it's a little bit different. But as far as real world electronics goes, RS flip flops, you learn about the actual circuit. You know, it's all this and that, and it remembers things, and it has race conditions. That's basically why. The actual race conditions is why they don't exist in the real world. Because if two come up at the same time, it's either going to always do one thing or do something else. It's technically random, but it isn't random. It's determined by the specific impurities, the circuit itself. Then you go on to learn that JK flip-flops fixes that, and that's the one that is a real-world part. Yeah, it's a bistable circuit. I suppose the 2 transistor bistable technically is a real world circuit, but even then, outside of really cheap nasty stuff, won't see it. Like cheap nasty circuits, usually kit circuits, hobby projects. You don't see it in real stuff unless it's something really nasty. But yeah, that's my ramble on that topic. Are there no wombats or koalas mods? No one's made one, as far as I'm aware, unless that's changed in recent times. I would definitely be on a mod that changes the biters to like kangaroos or something. Like behemoth biters are actually just 2 meter tall kangaroos. It's a Dorothy. How you doing? Hi. Show some love and hype in there for Dorothy throwing down the big sub. The big old prime. I lost track of what I was doing again. Came into an ad. One job. How you doing? How you doing, Darthy? Darthus Maximus. See now. Now. Trying to build one LDS or two? Yeah, just one or two. Problem is I've got 9 belts and I only have the space for 7. And I'm trying to do it while being super distracted at the same time, which generally doesn't go well. So these are all the purple ones, and then I put the green ones at the very front, very frontis. I'm gonna pack those in the middle, like so. Gets that there. Better still, do that there. God dang it, you can't click and drag those anymore. That's that. See max length, good. Just want to double check that because I was like, it doesn't look quite the same. There's no reason for me to assume that I haven't made a mistake with the other one. Let's see how that car. I'll shuffle it over one more. Now, my other pet hate is when people call the switchamajig for accumulators, wherever I put it. I have one on this map somewhere. There it is. This thing, when people call this an RS flip-flop, that one really gets me wound up. That's not an RS flip-flop. That's because that's a monostable. They do, yes. But I don't want to take directly off the train. And I did actually also test mini loader to chest to mini loader to belt. And inserter to chest is better. Yeah, calling those things RS flip-flop. That one really annoys me. There's 10 there. Raise the belt braiding. You know you love it. Don't you? You know you love it. Yeah, I can't help but have it bunched up together. Not that it makes a difference in anything. If I was really pedantic, you'd do something like that. This is what me would do. That. And that would minimize the corner. Bill the Great. How you doing? Hi. Yeah, like that there. The trouble is, I always do that, but the trouble is it gets confusing. What goes where. I mean, as it turns out, this one is copper and this one is copper, so it doesn't actually matter. That's fine. But it's still... I want to try and avoid it if I can. It also has the advantage of giving an indent here. Yeah. And packing that down by one. The trouble is you end up with this kink here. This super kinky kink. Which you may or may not want. How does it make you feel? I mean, that makes me feel a little bit better about the situation. Has the brain not on fire right now? Yeah. I have water cooling. Optimizing for space in an infinite grid. Yeah, you gotta... So, belts aren't free. That's my only counter argument to just using more space, because longer belts mean more UPS. So minimizing length is actually a good idea. Headphones holding. How did you know? Kind of, but not really. I did demonstrate that with the last base where, admittedly, the game has changed and somewhat fixed the issue, flipped around the issue, where the 1212 smelters use more UPS than the 88 smelters because it was just less belt. Yeah, belt grouping, you get it back. But as Nug says, the more you spread out, the more CPU and memory I/O you actually put on the system. Probably it still stands as the best example as Colonel Will's map, where even though there's nothing really, there's literally nothing on the map, but it's laggy as hell because it's just a massive map. Yeah, functionally, for most bases, infinite is fine. This one, I doubt I'm going to get more than 30 UPS. Actually, I think I was estimating 40 before. I'm not holding my breath on getting high UPS out of this. So end one is steel. No, you're not steel. Yeah, you're steel. These should be plastic. Plastic, and this one should be plastic as well. Just gotta make sure to get these right. Green one's plastic. So green one actually does need to go... It doesn't actually matter. I like grouping them. I like to group them. This part is... This may not work for the other side. It's fine. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. That. Alright, I'll be consistent. There you go. There we go. So, steel comes down to here. No, you're steel. I looked at the wrong one. And then this one's meant to be plastique. And then this one's meant to be plastique. For some reason I'm saying plastique all the time. So those two, plastic. And so I didn't, yeah, I didn't need to go through that whole sequence then. It's fine. It's fine. I've forgotten all about that. How many cop stops? What was it? 6, I think. However many these are. Yeah, 6. So each row needs 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus a steel on the end, a 6, then plastic, plastic. So plastic, plastic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copper, steel. The steel just drops straight down. Oh, I can't do that. Oops. Oh dear. Yeah, you can't do that. I just realized I can't have the output down there because I want to copy. I want this to be copy pastable. Copy pastable. That changes things. Maybe you will be steel then. In that case, because that means you can drop down there, feed steel, and immediately underneath that is plastic, which I think is that one there. Let's be a little bit more methodical with it. There, so that's plastic. Then the next slot is going to be copper, 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 copper. So copper, copper. Hang on. On green, wait, yeah, you're on green, so let's switch this one over. Make life easier on my brain. You know what, that's never gonna work. Trying to fight the upgrader is never gonna happen. 9 stops, but room for only 7. Yes, which means braiding must be made. Braiding must be done. One, two, three, 4, 5. This one here. What's limiting me on using that? Yeah, it's just trying to find the optimal combination. You know what? Let's do that. And I'll move these to the front. Get them out of the way of the other things. 1, 2, dupe, and dupe, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 there somewhere. Sacrifices have to be made. Probably better if I dropped it one more. Still 3, 416. Yeah, 4. Because that makes it an even number. It means it's 4 of my rail segments. 5, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the 16 wagons, and then the 5th one is all the locos. Where was I trying to go with that? Stuff of nightmares it is, it really is. Plastic on the outside. Okay. That was, yeah, US steel, plastic comes down. Technically I should put steel the other way around, like put steel on the slow belt, not the fast belt, because it's steel is like the least, the smaller supply. All loading happen from one direction? Yeah, so I'm all unloading here, all loading here. Curious that most of those wires aren't connected. Live action Pixel coming over the rating party. How you doing? Welcome everybody. Hi. Hello, everyone. Raid. How you doing? Live action pixel and posture. Hello. Hi. What are you up to? You were doing some Factorio. How's that working out for you? What are you up to? How's it going? It's going pretty good. I'm almost out of coffee, though. Now I'm out of coffee. But it's much better now. Awake. Yeah, what are we working on? Hopefully something not as mind-bending as... Well, isn't that mind-bending. It's just trying to weigh up all the options. C-block. Getting pretty close to the end. Nice. Thank you for that follow there. I've been actively avoiding C-block. Admittedly, I have opened it once and I was like, yeah, no. Mainly because it's Skyblock and I don't like it's Factorio Skyblock and I don't like Factorio Skyblock. Also, this has a 1TB SSD in it. Because why not? It's too bad it's not mine. It's company stuff. I wouldn't mind a 1TB NVMe SSD. Not mine, however. Alright, so... Yeah, copper... Yeah, right now, we're just trying to plug in low-density structures to unload. We have 9 belts for all the different materials. So actually, let me backpedal a little bit. What we got here is my 36,000 science a minute megabase, or the makings of. I've been working on this since January now. Off and on. For 2 Jesus, how much did that cost you? Like $1,000? Yes, this is using Factorio Extended. So that's giving us faster belts, these 75 items a minute belts, these fast rapid belts Mark IIs. If you're not familiar with Factorio Extended, it adds 1 to 2 extra tiers of extra items to the game. So you got assembly machine. It goes up to assembly machine 5s. There's tier 2 chests, logistics chests which hold more, tier 3 trains, tier 3 power, and so on and so forth. And the idea is to build a no splitter base, no balancer base around that, and to try and achieve 36,000 signs a minute. So this is what we're at right now. I did also, for those who haven't seen, I did go around and add the production stats. So 271,000 red circuits a minute, 1.1 million, or technically 1.2 million green circuits a minute. What else did I do? 338,000 steel, 585,000 plastic, 53,600 sulfur, 27,000 rocket fuel per minute. I haven't written it down, but this is LDS right now. Any others? Yeah, 39,000, so basically 40, this actually goes to 40,000 blue circuits a minute, so we've got some pretty crazy numbers going on. It's a little bit silly. Okay. And yeah, that's where the struggle bus is right now. I'm gonna move that out of the way. Slot that in there. Have copper there. Hopefully a slightly less mess there. So there. I'm missing something which goes there. There we go. There. That's what I wanted. Or do I? No balances, no splitters. Minimize the UPS train, because so splitters and one of the bigger belt drain performance drains in the game. And so by eliminating them, it greatly simplifies the builds. So sort of greatly simplifies the build. So it simplifies the build in the sense that each wagon in goes into a factory, which then goes into an output wagon. So it's in that way it's super simple, but to implement it, it's actually really complicated. It's a massive pain in the ass because you've got to track one wagon all the way through. What it means is basically 16, because there's 16 wagons making up a train, it's 16, effectively 16 parallel factories all the way through the chain. So this isn't, a big science block. It's better to think of it as each one of these rows is its own factory. And so 16 of them in parallel total. Yeah, there is an enormous saving to be had by just eliminating balances. And you actually don't really need them. Sounds like a proper headache. Pretty much, yeah. The idea is, so currently I have fault-based mining. Oh yeah, if a mistake is made, it's basically reload save. If I have a train partially unload and leave, that's it. Base is wrecked. Like that's the catch. That's why I use balances, is to eliminate that problem. And yeah, so the mining outpost, this is mining copper, and then it's smelting it on patch. They apparently don't have productivity modules. It isn't one of the first ones they built though. And then the bots technically do the balancing by the delivering. So it's not 100% balancer free in that regard. Hey, Spimples is here. How you doing? Hi. I have another example over here where I'm cheating using merge chests, and sorry, I'm not cheating. I'm creatively fully utilizing the game mechanics by using this giant chest, which has maximum length, and all of these loaders to distribute all of the items between the train. Hello, how you doing? How's your week been? Been up to? How's things going? See if that makes sense. So you balance at the very start of the chain, and then you never balance after that. Glad it's over? Sounds like a fun week. Mostly working, but that's life. Yep. Yep. Can relate. I think we can all relate to that one. Alright, we got all those. 9. I just got to make some decisions for this. You? Well, we turn that down right there. No. I was just trying to find. Sorry, I'm working my brain extra hard right now. There. I feel like one's missing. Why don't you go anywhere? I've doubled up on one. So you... I just can't see it at the minute. What have I doubled up on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just can't see it. Does make sense, just baffled by to the extent folks go to optimize UPS. Yes, I don't even go the craziest with UPS optimizations just because I don't enjoy it. I have done full stupid, like at least one map where I went fully stupid with the UPS optimizations. It was kind of boring. Won't the superfast train mode the Clan Town seems to love not be something for a map like this? I should give that a go. Yeah. Like, can you see it? So this isn't plugged in. I just can't see the belt. I legitimately can't see it. That's fine. Have I got one too many? 7, 8, 9? No, that's right. See it, you have 2 greens, each has a purple. Hang on. 7... There should be 7 of those. That's the thing that's confusing me, is I can see it says 9. Green, green, bottom purple. And there should be 6 there. I mean the base is ruined. What came for the purple out of the last chest? This last chest, you mean? Or the other one? So, start from the top. Like, go down from the top. This top? Because that's the one that I'm... yeah. That's why I'm confused. I was like, I was so convinced that it was missing a plug that I never thought to check. That I had too many. We got there. Got there in the end. Might actually be able to tidy it up. I really shouldn't mess with it any further, but I might be able to tidy it up by doing this. That 5 is right. 1, 2, 3. That one's fine where it is. 2. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And just get them out the way. I'm going to leave this one at the bottom just because it's a little bit more convenient having it there. One, two, you don't plug in anymore. Is that because you don't have a hole? Entirely possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that 5 there, which means that this one goes away. Yeah, I was tunnel visioning before. That's what happens. I was getting so fixed on that one point that I didn't look around it. One there. Doop, burp, 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 burp. 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 I think I still have it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, something's... There we go. I say, like, something doesn't look right. That was it there. Move that there. Like so. Yeah. That should be everything now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Seems reasonable. We made it. It's only taken an hour. Actually, it's not quite right. Now I get to see how much of this actually blueprints. 2, 3. Right, you're gonna have to move. Noises! Iron wolves! Throwing down them hosts. Number 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. In theory, I need to then flip for the next slot. Whee! There. That out of the way. Pretty sure that covers everything. Roboport isn't hugely necessary, admittedly. Now. Move these out of the way. I think I'm going to need to move the build somewhat. Right, of course you can't build on it. It's a thingy that does stuff and junk. The loader is actually an inserter, so you can't click on it. Try that again. But no, with sufficiently long boxes, you make one long box travel inside a row of assemblers. Oh yeah, I've been trying to avoid doing that. I know the option is available. I've specifically tried to avoid that. That's fine. You reach, you reach. Got the old dry reach around. Now, if I did this right, this should actually line up. Hopefully, hopefully perfectly. Sure. We move this over a little bit. Just so it doesn't look as ridiculous as it does. No. It's got to slide over. I can change the chest mod so that the merge chest mod so that it gives me max like one chest that runs the entire length, but that's kind of defeating the purpose of the exercise. So yeah, I need to push this out more. The thing that I really want to know, yes, it does. It does line up. Probably should have started with this one, really. It's just the bottom one is actually more difficult. Why don't I get rid of that? Doesn't actually need 7. I forgot about the 7. One job. One joab. Also don't have the thingy pasted. Where was it? It was that one up. There. Gotta find out how much I need to push this out by as well soon enough. At some point. So special case. We'll slide that over there. You can go there. You can go there. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 5. Number 6 is up there. That. Reach. No. Now you reach. I'm pretty sure this reaches all that way though. But for consistency's sake, I need to do it like that. So it looks all nice and proper. Let's get rid of all that. That's redundant now. This thing takes 9. So 9. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How far out we need to go? I'm going to take the whole thing. Getting that last dribble of coffee out. What did I say it was? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. So 63 tiles away. Minimum, bare minimum. It has to actually be more than that. Let's take 35. For nuclear fuel, clogging inventory since 2017. Was when it was introduced, wasn't it? I actually don't remember now. So there is where it wants to be. Or possibly there. Since I gave it a little bit of slack room. Bye, Wall. Hope you find the family. What are those? Passive provider. Put those in there. And those. I haven't actually rebuilt rocket fuel for the starter base, so starter base right now can't make more nuclear fuel. At some point I should probably fix that. At some point some bots will actually come down here. It's such a stupidly long way for them to travel. They're trying to go ring. Like, I can't put any roboports there because there's a coal patch in the way. There we go. Alright, let's skip up some more. Alright, let's get rid of my measuring marker. And now wait 5 years for this to get rebuilt. Yo, bot team, you can do it. It's amazing how quick these bots can be. Can be. Not necessarily are. Admittedly, the default Factorio extended bots have a lot of charge problems, where the Roboport's module can't feed enough power in. It's amazing I haven't needed to fix that yet. Well, apparently they still can't feed in. Sort of. Really janky. Silly, it should drain the suit batteries first and not the internal battery. need to realign all of these. I'll redo them for max length. Which apparently I'm already doing. That's fine. What would the alternative be? Kinda dumb. That's what the alternative is. Go them that way. I think I'm at the mercy of these bots. Waiting for them to get done. So my bots are stuck trying to place this stuff. Yeah. Wait a minute. There. Can't actually see spleens today. Stack is a little lower because this thing's out. This thing. The totally useless audio interface that you can't use any of the ins and outs on. Input 3 and 4 are Razio only, which means they basically don't work now. If I was to put it back, then you could actually see spleens there. Important things. Reach? No, but you reach. This factory ate all the plastic. That in turn ate all the petroleum. Now I have a shortage of basically everything. As you do. Sounds like classic Factorio. Yep. There. Fine. You go there. That's way too long. There we go. Faster it. Pretty much. Answer to everything. There's a little bit more and or faster. Oh, it's one tile. One tile short. Bit ugly, but oh well. Beep. Yeah, it's your job to more faster it and fix it. As well. Now, does the copy-paste history even go back far enough? You change the rows to that after all this. I don't really want to. In fact, I'm not going to. Oh good, I still have that. Ah, good, they're already there, so that's fine. To the point where I can probably just demolish all that. Do that. Almost. Because this does actually need a plug-in. I mean, I'm still liking the idea of changing this around, admittedly. What do I want? Track. And a blacklist. Just to group them up nicer. It's hurting my head. That's all. Nope, didn't want to delete that, but I will. Too late now. Ah, screw it, just delete the lot. It's all a compromise, working out what's best. 1, 3, 4. Oh, 4. Didn't leave enough room, suppose you have to go back to 0 and rebuild smelting and junk. Oh. That does make life quite a bit more complicated. Still not happy with it. All in all. I think it could be better. Okay. Oh, I'm all out of junk. Here they come. It's almost already break time. I hope I can get at least one of these done. Paste it down. And we'll save the game and then connect it up and see if some trains can come in. Emphasis, save the game. I can go. Not carrying wire around still. Same with them. Take them away. So what was copper? It's not copper. Steel on the bottom, then plastic, and then plastic. I may have caused myself grief by putting plastic on the slow belt, but it is fine. I mean, I know what's on belts by looking here. I'm also tempted to space these out by one. It's like I had one there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it would actually be more like here, there. Just to make it a little bit more clear as to what the hell's going on. Yeah. There. Yeah, because in these ones it assumes that I don't need both braided, which is fine for these two, but as you go further up it does actually need to be done properly. Tempting to actually run it even closer, like right up against the thing. How about that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the minimum. I can't undercut that. I'm going to have to reshuffle these, aren't I? I'm going to have to reshuffle these. Purple goes there. I guess not. No, I don't need a reshuffle. I mean, that part's easy enough. So what's going on otherwise? Everyone's gone quiet. Admittedly, most people are from Europe and are probably halfway to bed by now. That's used up all the space. Playing Factorio? Okay, never mind. Haven't so much gone to bed as you are playing Factorio. Would still like to aim for a sub playthrough soon as well. Yelling at belts not balancing. In bed? Oh, there you go. I know most people around this time are in bed. Or at least moving in that direction. I would like to get a little bit less. Yes, that's 10. I think 11 actually. So that's 77, whereas I only accounted for 70. I need to get down to 10 at the very least. You know what that means? Oh, actually. See, I could do a bit of the old switcheroo here. And save a tile. Just like that. Entire thing's only 10, so it's 70 long. The question is, can I save another tile? Probably. By doing something like that. Potentially. It's getting into truly evil stuff now. But it worked. It actually... didn't quite work. Ah. Right, I'll fix that. Yeah. Trouble is, I don't want to move all of these over by one tile just to deal with that. I suppose that can... It can move over a tile. I just don't want to move it over a tile. It's like playing Blood 2. You can do it, but you really don't want to. Senlikin coming in that raid. How you doing? Hi. Welcome. How you doing? Sen raid. Hey, Sen and Veldek. How you doing? I saw you before doing some World of Warcraft. You doing... Is that the... Were you doing the new WoW Classic expansion? New old WoW Classic expansion? Oh, here they come. How you doing? Oh, hi, Veldak. Yeah, was that the... Ooh, honks. Maximum honkage? Yeah, the new TBC Classic? I legitimately can't remember what it was called. I should remember it because the damn thing's been advertised to death on every Twitch ad. See the green belts from the side? I got enough tiles now. It's just that I need to squeeze into a space of... I had to squeeze into a space of 70, and so I got 9. So there should be enough space for this, plus... tile to spare. Not prepared. And I don't even really like WoW, so it's not surprising that I'm not prepared. Actually solar. I do have nuclear power though. All that work. All that work. Because it's Factorio extended, the solar is a little bit on the crazy side. I mean, you pay for it. You pay for it, but it's doing the work. I had some mid-game nuclear going on over here. Well, this is one of what's left. I actually cut it off 39 hours into the game, and it's still running off the uranium that I mined. What is the solar? It's 16 times as dense as vanilla. Yeah, so this is running Factorio extended, which gives you 1 to 2 extra tiers of crap. So yeah, so the Mark III solar panels take 4 of the Mark II ones, which in turn take 4 of the regular ones. So yeah, it's 16 solar panels go into one Mark III. You really do pay for it. Like, these are really expensive to make. Even at the state that I'm in, this still takes a long time to make them. A long time and a lot of effort. Problem is that actually only... yeah, hang on. What were you saying before? Feed the green belts from the side? Do you mean come in through the top? Yeah, you do actually pay a lot for them. Yeah, I might not actually be able to cram this in this space. Because it assumes that I do that. Let's start with that. As ya do. And there. And I may have actually made it still impossible. See, it should look like something like that. I could just absorb that tile again. That's also an option. It has to be there. Am I trying to be clever? This place was huge. The amount of builds, the screen's incredible. And then I just demolished them all. I mean, the base is... Admittedly, I should use more space than what I am. But it's also... Arguably, it's equivalent to the vanilla one. Hey, Superchip, how you doing? How's your week been? It's equivalent to the... the 8K vanilla one that I did before this. Last year now. Yeah, it was last year. Time flies when you're building stupidly big bases. Doing good? I'm doing pretty good myself. I'm gonna need to steal that tile back. I probably shouldn't have copy-pasted over that thing that I did before too. Because they all need to go down now. Why don't I just... Yeah, trying to be all perfect-like. Would have just taken what I had. But I had to be like, yeah, I can improve on this. I can make this better. Now I gotta try and cram 5 belts into the space of 5 belts, plus this one, somehow. And make my head go all hurdy. Arguably that could be green. Is that the same footprint? Yes. Even that one's a waste of space. I have a way around that. Just move that over there. Then I can have this one steer down like so. That doesn't really help me. Just trying to eliminate the dead space, and it's not working out. That can't really change. You could do something like this. There. I'm gonna jump across somehow. Still 1 for 1. To jump the purple underground. Upper green belt. Second row. I mean, this one here? Hang on. I mean, that's kind of trash. Suppose that goes away as well. So up here. To jump. Oh, so jump this one as well. It's fun, trying to nail down what you mean. Fourth, purple can jump into the dead space. If we say 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you say fourth, you start there. Space the underground and get out of said dead space by undergrounding the vertical one. Or you mean, that goes in down there. Yeah. Actually, yeah. So what I can, or what I just saw was that there. That's what I just saw then. Oh, that's a mess. Hey. Can I start over? Oh dear. There's many combinations. Don't worry, it's hard to articulate what you mean. It really is with these sorts of things. It's hard to get across what you mean without being able to say, yeah, that one there. One, two, three, four. Got it there in the end. I just want to try. I'm just thinking now. I mean, it does. It ticks the boxes, but it's a bit of a jumbled mess. Can I? So I'm gonna first of all, before touching anything, I'm gonna copy that. Slide these over like so. There. Does that do anything? Same footprint, but it's everyone to this at least should be. Want this to be extendable, so it should work. Yeah, that would be the only issue with the extending, but it doesn't extend to. It may run into problems with the green belt, I think. Oh, I already lost it. I'll double check it just to be sure. Yeah, the green belt may run into some problems. Yeah, there. Nope, not there. I was one too high. There. That. Green. Just give myself a variant to stare at. A reference. Come straight down. You come straight down. That's somewhere in the middle. That seems fine. That seems to have worked. I did actually fix all these, didn't I? No. I didn't change these. Just to be safe, I'm going to demolish everything there. And recapture that. Okay, we made it. Horrible thing it is. Upper, under... Hang on. Not sure why it's just not highlighting red. Rather odd. Oh, they flipped direction. Okay, I'm gonna need to watch out for that then. They're all gonna be backwards, aren't they? Yeah. That whole default direction dealio. Alright. Uh-oh, where do you go? Oh, okay. No, that's not okay. That's better. Yeah, that green goes in there. You know, the thing we still don't know is whether or not this actually connects correctly. Should be one tile in between either. Like that. Bam. Koala fact number 30. Koalas young are born while still in the embryonic stage, weighing only half a gram. Koala facts brought to you by Veldak. Where's the... it's just a few tiles off. I guess you can go there then. Still hate having to click to do side belts, but I get why they did it. There we go. Suppose you could just shift it. It's almost, it's actually past next coffee time. Ready. Alright, I think I'm done. If I do any more, I might lose my sanity. Seems off by a tile. No? Never mind. That really have to be there. I move it over there. I move this up a few tiles. There we go. Release the bots. Okay. Yes, I thought that was what we paid to get Factorio. Yes. What happens if I copy all of this, then press Y? Not Y, G. That flips, but not in the way that I particularly want. Balls. Also not in the center. Oh well. Can stay slightly offset. Now, can I do the same with this? Real question. That's what I've been wondering. I'm gonna cancel that. Also, for those wondering, I changed Y to be the research button because I used to always press R all the time, accidentally. Like I'd go for E and I'd accidentally hit R. I don't know why that's such a problem now. I was mishitting. Fat fingering keys. Yeah, it goes like that. Unless they changed it. There's always I've had why is the research button for a long time? Have I seen the clip? Yes, I have. It's hilarious. Got him with the old tab space. It's a pretty good one too. Oh dear. Tech is T. Yes, you're right. What am I thinking of? Yeah, it was going for R and hitting T, not E. I don't even know why I do things anymore. Apparently, I don't know why I do things. It's always chance of making that mistake. I always unequip the nukes for that reason. It's not as bad as falling for the old LD4 thing. That's just that's shouldn't fall for that one. Should know better. Now, since we're rolling around 2 hours, I think it's time to refill le coffee, take a quick break, and carry on from there.